This video is presented by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Hello, baseball fans. You're watching On Deck with Tyler Redmond.
Welcome back here at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC's showroom for, of course, another stream of On Deck, and we have a lot to talk about tonight. Number one, I think the biggest news on the day, I kind of buried the lead here, was that Ozzie Albies is starting his rehab stint in Gwinnett tonight. This will be a short stint. He is expected to join the team as early as Friday in Miami. That is the tentative plan. We will see how it goes. Now, one interesting piece here is that Ozzie Albies is feeling discomfort in his left-handed swing. Not in his right-handed swing, only his left-handed swing. So, for the foreseeable future anyway, he will only be a right-handed hitter. And while that may sound like a disadvantage, I do want to say that I have been on here before saying that I would like to see Ozzie Albies just try one time for one season. Give me right-handed Ozzie Albies. Not switch hitter Ozzie Albies. Give me right-handed Ozzie Albies. And I'm sure some of you out there are like, why? We've seen other players shift to that, right? Cedric Mullins is a good example where he stopped switch hitting and just focused on the one side where he had more power and where he had more control. And he turned out to be an all-star that year. And I think Ozzie Albies, he's already an all-star as is. I think Ozzie Albies could find himself being a great right-handed hitter. His left-handed swing is good. It's kind of slow to the fastball, and I think if you put him as a purely right-handed hitter, I'll take my chances against a right-handed pitcher in that case. The fact that he's back is a big deal. I think the defense is going to improve. All due respect to Whit Merrifield. We're going to talk about him in a second. But I think your defense is going to improve naturally because you are getting an all-star caliber player back. And beyond that, Ozzie Albies, you're getting a guy who sets the culture. And I've done a video before purely on Ozzie Albies' impact in the clubhouse and what it brings to the team, their win-loss record with or without him. And it's a staggering difference. So I think personally just having him back is going to be nice. But his impact in the lineup is going to be felt as well. You're going to see him extend the top of the order and really make it give some guys some protection. I think Olsen is going to feel some of that. I think Ozuna will feel some of that. We've seen Ozuna drop off. I'm not going to say it's because Ozzie Albies wasn't in the lineup, but the time fits. And I think having him back is really going to be just good for the team, good for the mojo, good for the lineup, good for the defense. But all in all, you know, it is going to create a bit of a conversation to be had about where to put Whit Merrifield. I mentioned him a second ago. Whit Merrifield, of course, has been playing second base while Ozzie Albies has been injured. Of course, Whit Merrifield has had his own injury battles, but here they are, and we always talked about what's going to happen once Whit Merrifield, once Ozzie Albies comes back. What's going to happen with Whit Merrifield? I think the assumption, and I had the same assumption, was that, well, we're going to put Whit Merrifield at third base, we'll have Ozzie at second, all things are good. But it becomes a little bit more complicated because Gio Urshela, just like Whit Merrifield, we bring him in, he starts playing every day, and he's been really good. His bat, a little quiet, but his glove has been, without a doubt, as advertised and much appreciated, right? So you don't want to remove the glove from third base entirely. I think what you're going to see is Whit Merrifield be who Whit Merrifield is, and that is a versatile player who can play pretty much anywhere. He can play the outfield, he can play the infield, he can play left side, right side. It really doesn't matter. So I think you may see him become a super utility top player, similar to like Chris Taylor was with the Dodgers back in 21, where he can be put anywhere at a moment's notice. As long as he's every day in the lineup, I don't really care, because that was the key to his success this year. He was with the Phillies. It did not go particularly well. His average was down. His numbers as a whole were down. But you put him on the Braves, you make him play every day, and all of a sudden his offense is up. And he turns into 5-hit Whit, right, as opposed to 2-hit Whit. And he's been really good for the team. He's really been a clubhouse leader, which I think none of us really expected. You can tell that he wants to play in Atlanta. He said as much on a podcast earlier in the year. So I don't think he's going anywhere. Snit, was asked about it and basically said we're going to have to figure out where we're going to put him. I think you could see him spend time in left field. I think you could see him spend time at third base. Maybe if somebody needs an off day, he can play the other two outfield positions. If Ozzie Albies needs an off day with coming off of injury, there is, reason to believe that he could still play second, maybe even short if needed. So there's a lot of ways this could go, but having him around has been a great addition, all things considered, with what's happened here in Atlanta with the injuries and, of course, specifically with Ozzie Albies. But Whit Merrifield, I think, is going to find a way to be in the lineup every single day, regardless where he plays. And I don't think the addition of Ozzie Albies is going to remove Whit Merrifield, but I do think it is going to, once again, change the dynamic for this team, which has changed so many times so far in 2024.
Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC presents a fantastic lineup of popular full-size SUVs and mid-size trucks. Compare side by side. Take your choice from new Chevrolet Tahoes and GMC Yukons discounted up to $7,000 off. Or Chevy Colorado and GMC Canyons discounted up to $5,000 off. Experience unmatched durability, powerful engines, and advanced technology. Choose your perfect vehicle today at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Again, it'll be interesting to see what they do with the versatility of Whit Merrifield defensively, but one thing's for sure, he will be in the lineup every day, in my opinion. Now, remember, again, Whit Merrifield's success, he said this in interviews before, his success comes from playing every day. And that's, not every player's like that, but a lot of players are. If you don't play them every day, they're going to decline in production. It just is what it is. I would argue that probably most of us, if you remove us from a situation where you have to continue to be, consistent, but you take away the consistent at bats, it's going to be difficult to play at a high level. Whit Merrifield is that type of player, and I think the Braves are going to do everything in their power to, at minimum, give him at bats every day. Right, because it may be the fact that he's pinch hitting, but he will be at the plate, I think, at least once every game. I cannot see him turning into a situation where Adam Duvall, for example, where he was coming in, he may or may not play every day, he may or may not hit every day. I don't see Whit Merrifield doing that, and if he does, I don't see him being successful there. So I think the Braves are going to do everything in their power to make sure that he is indeed successful there. Well, that was yesterday. Now it is, of course, Wednesday, September 18th, and we have an update on Ozzie Albies' return to Gwinnett. He went 2 for 3 last night with a 3-run homer. What a way to come back to professional baseball in his first game back. He was able to do that. I can't wait to see what he does at the major league level when he hopefully joins the team. Could be as early as Friday. We will see when that happens, but either way, I'll take a right-handed Ozzie Albies over no Ozzie Albies any day of the week. There. Now, guys, once again, we are here live at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC's showroom in Opelika, Alabama. If you need a vehicle, this is the place to go. Whether it be for the price, whether it be for the hospitality, this is the place for you. Obviously, Chevrolets, GMCs, we run the ads all the time, but they have been such a great partner for us here at Braves on Deck, and we would not be able to do this near as successfully without their support. So, if nothing else, give them a look purely because I'm asking you to. This video has been presented by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Baseball fans, make sure you like and share this video and subscribe to this channel. As always, thank you for your support.